So how is your baddest challenge going on? Did you do 30 push-ups? Did you do 30 bodyweight squats? Or what about planks? How is your plank going on? Just comment down below how your challenge is going on right now, and let's just start the men single seeds. And first of all, let's talk about 16 seeded players who is Wang Gong Yang, one of my favorite players of current time. He has the stable gameplay, he can attack and everything, but where he stops, and I will say that what's the one thing that is stopping him from winning tournaments is simple, that someone else is better than him. And this is simple thing, he is not lacking at, I will say that, more places like attack, defense. He is not lacking player, he is almost stable. And I think next 1 or 2 years Wang Gong can do more better, but world championships I doubt. Okay, and next is Toma Junior Popov. Recently, last 2-3 months, his performance just risen above. He's giving top rated performance. Okay, what I am expecting from Toma Junior Popov is do at least 1 or 2 upsets. Just imagine he's against any top player like Kun Lao with San or Li Shifeng, anyone top player, he's against them and he do upset in world championships. That will be a big thing. Okay, so I want that, and then Toma Junior Popov has that capability to do that. Okay, next is, but can he go for quarterfinals or semifinals? I highly doubt it. Okay, next is Kenta Nishimoto. I always never, I will say that no, I never liked his gameplay. I will say that he play a lot of negative shots and all. But last month in Canada Open, he won that tournament and he proved everyone that he can win tournaments. He can perform very good in court. He has the capability to perform. Okay, and when I saw his gameplay in Canada Open, that was literally different from every other tournament that he participated. But what I'm expecting from Kenta Nishimoto from World Championship is that maybe quarters, maybe or round of 16. I don't see him going further than that because there are better players than him. Let's talk about next 2 players. I will combine those 2 players. Lin Chunyi, which is who is 12 seeded, and 13 seeded who is Lee Chu Kyu. Both of the players are having tremendous amount of badminton in them. Both of the players can perform at big level. They have beaten top level players in past. Both are having almost similar, I know I will not say similar gameplay, but I will say that similar mindset. But just imagine Lin Chunyi's some gameplay, some rallies are almost, I will say that, identical with Linden. This is big words from me, but being a fan of Linden, I can say that no one can be comparable with him. But some of the rallies from Lin Chunyi, I will say that he's top rated player. He's top rated player if he performs consistently. Same words that I said for Lin Chunyi goes with Lee Chu Kyu too. Both are having a top level of, I will say that, capability to win tournaments and everything, but they are not using their potential. Let's go to next person. 10 seeded players who 11 seeded players who is Lu Guangzhou. It's been a long time that Lu Guangzhou is unable to perform even in smaller tournaments like Super 500, 750 and all. I don't know what's going with him. Let's see how he perform and then we will talk about him. Next person whom I am seeing potential, who is 10 seeded players, who is Christo Popov. Christo Popov versus last month tournaments when he performed against top seeded players and he performed too good. That match between Kodai Naraoka and Christo Popov proved me that he has the capability. Last match that I remember of Christo Popov was against Victor Axelsen when he gave his everything, and that match was amazing. Between 2 players like Christo Popov and Toma Junior Popov, I will say that Christo has the capability to even upset any top seeded players. Okay, I will not even think twice if Christo Popov beat Shiyu Chi or even he beat Kunlaut Witsan, because he has the capability. First of all, he's lefty player, left-handed player, and left-handed player looks always good, like Lin Chunyi too. So he can go further if he do some upsets. I think he is going to do that. Maybe quarterfinals or maybe semifinals. Let's go to next player who is Lo Kin Yu. I don't know he's confirmed or not. Let's see what are draws and everything. Then we will see who is confirmed and not. I will discuss about Lo Kin Yu in draws segment. Okay. Next is Kodai Naraoka. I always say that Kodai Naroka and Kenta Nishimoto are having a little bit of similar gameplay. They both wait for, I will say that really, they both wait for opponent to do a little bit mistake. They both are great players. Okay, both can perform, but particularly talking about Kodai Naroka, his gameplay literally was against him when he was performing with Christoph Popov. His game was like he performed in first set but very good, but second set and third set Christoph Popov literally did a top rated game against him, and Kodai Naroka was literally thinking that the I will say that the advantage of Kodai Naroka was against him in Christoph Popov versus Kodai Naroka, and I was thinking that maybe Kodai Naroka is not good today, or maybe Christoph Popov is way good today. So that match proved me that maybe in future, if Kodai Naroka will be against Christoph Popov, I will love to see who win and who loses, and I will bet on Christoph Popov. Okay, he can win against Kodai Naroka again. Let's talk about 7 seeded players, who is Alex Lanier. He has the capability, 21 years old he is, and he has the capability to beat top seeded players. But can he do in top tournaments like World Championship, Super 1000? I doubt, highly doubt, because he is lacking experience. Because what I saw is that whenever he is performing against top rated players in Super 5, 750, 1500, he always lacked those experience in semi-finals. I lack in experience in the sense that he knows his gameplay in a round of 32, 16 or quarterfinals too. But when it comes to 16 round, sorry, 16 I'm saying, round of semi-finals or the finals, he just misses his point. He just flips his gameplay in semi-finals and finals. If he performs consistently like he performs 32, 16 or quarterfinals, he has the capability to win tournaments or even world championships too. But can he do in world championships 2025? I highly doubt that. Maybe quarters or maybe semi-final if he performs very good. I think so. Maybe quarters, not more than that. Let's talk about 6 seeded players. My personal favorite, Chou Tin-Chen. I have always looked forward to where his performance, where he's participating in next tournament. Chou Tin-Chen is 35, 36 years old, men's singles player, still in the top 5 ranking player. He's performing consistently winning tournaments, consistently in semi-finals, finals. This is more than everything, more for me. Like talking about Chou Tin-Chen, he had cancer. We all know that he's going through so many things from last few years, but still he is just performing. He's just performing. What I think about Chou Tin-Chen, can he go to semi-finals or finals? I highly doubt for finals, but maybe he can go for semi-finals, because my personal bias is there. He can beat top-rated players. Kunal Wutsan is literally scared. I will not say scared, but maybe nightmare for Kunal Wutsan, because continuously Chou Tin-Chen is beating Kunal Wutsan. So maybe if they collide again, I will think that I will bet on Chou Tin-Chen. He can beat Kunal Wutsan again. So let's talk about next seeded players, who is 5th seeded Jonathan Christie. I have so many doubts for Jonathan Christie. Can he get back in court? Can he get back to his main prime gameplay? When he used to play against Victor Axis and this type of players, he was looking like, I will say that he can beat any player in this world. But right now, Jonathan Christie's gameplay is going a little bit down. I have trust in Jonathan Christie. He is having stable footwork, stable gameplay. Even he can beat any top seeded players. Okay, but can he do this? Can he do that miracle into World Championships 2025? I don't think so. Maybe quarters, if possible. Maybe he can reach quarterfinals. And if he is against Sen Lakshay in any of the matches, Sen Lakshay is nightmare for Jonathan Christie. 2 times in All England and last year Olympics, both of the times whenever Jonathan Christie faced Sen Lakshay, he got beaten. So maybe it will be a redemption for him if he faces Sen Lakshay again. Let's talk about next seed, who is Li Shifeng. Li Shifeng has everything to be a world champ, World Tour Finals winner. Even I will say that Olympic gold winner. He has everything. What he is lacking is that his winning mindset. Winning mindset. Why I'm saying winning mindset? Same goes with Sen Laksha too. Sen Laksha is not even performing better. Christopher or any other guy, compare Li Shifeng with those players. Li Shifeng, whenever he faces the top-rated players in finals, he is capable to beat any player in finals. But take his round of 32, round of 16, quarterfinals, semifinals. This take his 4 round gameplay. He will look like a top rated player in this world. He can beat anyone and everything. But whenever he faces someone in finals, his gameplay look like he's trying to do rallies, he's trying to defense. And on the other side, his natural gameplay is attacking. He tried to change things. He tried to do something new in finals. I have seen multiple of the times when he reached semifinals or finals, he tried to do so many different things, and that is the thing where he's lacking. I think that he can go in semifinals easily and even in finals too. Okay, but what I'm watching from here is that he will be in semifinals no matter what. Next seed is the third seeded players is Kulaut Virtasan. If he faces Chotin Chen in any of the rounds, first round, second round, or third round, I think so. Chotin Chen will win, but I have trust in him. He is having the one of the best footworks in this world right now, and he's the performer. Last year Olympics, who don't know how he performed and all. He's the top-rated performer. He can perform in. I will say that some of the players who perform consistently on whole year in Super 1000, Super 750, and everything, but whenever Super 1000, World Championships, World Tour Finals comes, they choke out. But where there comes players like Kunlau Davidson who are made for top, I will say that top tournaments like World Championships and 1000. They perform literally different whenever Olympics, or I will say that World Tour Finals, Super 1000 comes. So I will say that semis, or maybe if he is in form, he can be in finals too. He is a performer, no doubt in that. He can be in finals too. Let's talk about next, who is Anders Antonsen. I will talk about two players in same manner. Shiuchi, who is first seeded, and Anders Antonsen, which is second seeded. Coming for, I will talking about Anders Antonsen. He has the capability to win any tournament, take Olympics, take even though he lost last year, but still I have faith in Anders Antonsen, even though I don't like his sportsmanship and all. Taking that thing sideways, Anders Antonsen comes with best type of footwork. I will say that footwork. Best thing I like about Anders Antonsen is his mindset. He knows when to perform, how to perform, and how to win tournaments. Audience who saw my Bad SP awards in my second channel, the Hindi channel, they know that 2024 was Anders Antonsen years. But talking about 2025, except Indonesia Open, I was never impressed with him in 2025. But I will say that this is the best chance for him to beat Shiuchi or anyone who comes in finals. Anders Antonsen is finalist. Okay, he's finalist player, and same goes with Shiuchi. Shiuchi is literally living his redemption arc. Last 1 or 2 months were a little bit, I will say that, cold for Shiuchi, but right now he's performing at top level. He's number one again, world number one, by winning China Open, and he's again a top rated player. I will say that if I will have a question that who can win world championships, I will just bet on Shiuchi without a doubt, because what happens is that Shiuchi is having that experience for finals, and experience plus he is having more stable gameplay than Anders Antonsen. He know the stroke, when to, I will say that, when to accelerate the rally, when to stop the rally, everything that Shiuchi knows those things. I'm not saying that Anders Antonsen don't know that thing, but I will say that little bit 55% Shiuchi, and I will say the 45% Anders Antonsen. 90% of the time, whenever any draw comes in big tournament or small tournament, first seed and second seed always go to finals 90% of the time. And which one player who can do upset is, first of all, I will say that Kunal Virtasan, he can do upset. Second is, I don't know why, but I think that Christopher Popov can do some of big upsets in world championships. And that was all. Just comment down below your predictions. Who is winning world championships 2025 in men's singles? Is he Shiuchi? Is he Anders Antonsen? Or your favorite players? Comment down below your views and everything. Bye bye.